It's raining, and I didn't want to be driving like crazy in this rain because it was raining. It's starting to slow down now, but it was raining pretty hard. But I'm determined to go live today, so here I am. Let's see who comes on here. Let me just start yapping while I'm waiting for y'all to come on. Just so you know, if you're watching this video from the beginning, if you're watching the replay, I have a 3-day event coming up. The Divine Identity Portal. Somebody asked me, is this event the same as Self-Realization of a Goddess? No, ma'am. This is 3 days of me. Hey, Minecraft. This is 3 days of me teaching and talking about the power of names, how to have the confidence to walk in it, and how to have the confidence to attach it to your identity. And what I mean by that is attach it to your I am. What is your I am? It's going great. I'm sitting in a car. I'm about to do some live name readings. I do this every Friday if you didn't know that. I don't know if you've already subscribed to my channel, but that's what I do. I do name readings. Ron Reeves, Boston. He ain't hesitate to drop his name up there. Ron Reeves. Is the name actually Ron Reeves, or is that one name? Or is that two names and you just put them together? Is Ron Reeves, is that actually just one name? I'm only doing the first name, by the way, y'all. Hey, Weeze. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Doing live name readings. This is a service that I offer. Sounds like Ron Reeves. That's interesting. Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, I always start with the first letter of a name. When I'm doing names, I always start with the first letter. Because I say this on every time I go live. I need y'all to understand that a name is not just a name, it's symbols. Okay, say yes, it's one name. I got you. A name is not just a name, it's symbols. Okay, so every letter in your name is a symbol. Now, when I do name readings, I'm not doing every symbol, but I usually do pull out at the minimum the first name. The first letter. Because that's like the leader of the name. The first letter in your name being that R sound, I always, most of the time, associate that with Ra. The R sound is Ra. Like R-A, Ra. Ra meaning the sun. So that off the top would tell me that your name has something to do with you understanding the sun. The sun is masculine energy. This tells me that your name has something to do with you understanding masculine energy. Right? You have a few words in there. You have another word in there. You have Eve in there. Oh wow. So yeah, you have that R on the front, which got to do with the sun, and then you also have Eve in there, which has to do with evening. Tell me how's the sound quality, y'all, because it's raining, so I don't know if y'all can hear that rain. Tell me, how does the sound? Because I do have my microphone if I need to put it on. Let me know how it sounds. If y'all can hear the rain and it sound crazy, let me know. I'll put the mic on. It's good. Okay. You said you was born April 1st. April Fool's Day? Wow. April Fool's Day. So yeah, that name though, it has something to do with both like light and day, like the sun and evening. It's telling you that you have to learn. That would suggest balance. See, when I'm looking at names and words, I'm looking for metaphysical principles inside of words. Like, that's how I read words altogether, not just names. But I'm looking for metaphysical principles inside of it, and that's what I'm looking for. So when I see Eve, which you have Eve in your name, that lets me know that you have something to learn about the principle of darkness. The principle. As a matter of fact, if I was doing your name, I would literally, well, I don't write them out like I used to, but I would tell you that you need to go study Eve. That's the mother principle. So really, Ron Eves, your name is like saying mother, father, because that R on the front is father principle too. The Ra, because Ra is the sun. The sun is masculine energy. That's also father energy. So it's like the name is saying that you have to learn about like the balance between feminine and masculine energy. Definitely got to do with that. Because you got that Rhine on the front, it, let me see, let me look at it again. It's kind of, it could be associated with Ronald, which I forgot what Ronald means. But I wouldn't go there because the way that the letters are going. It say R on. Even that on, the word on also means sun, y'all. It's not a coincidence. The first 3 letters of your name got to do with the sun, and then that Eve got to do with nighttime. On means sun in the Bible. Like there's a character in the Bible named On, O-N. But when you look it up, it got something to do with like the sun god. Because the Bible is really an astrology book, mythological, whatever. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you. Now, if you want a full name reading, I tell y'all this all the time. If you want a full name reading, first, middle, last name, you have to book it. And I need to find a way for y'all to book. I go through this every damn week, Kimesha. Because I can't write it in the chat. I don't think, yeah, they don't let you write in the chat. So you have to come back to this video and just look at the comments when I'm done, because I usually put the link in the comments. So if you want a full name reading, first, middle, last name, you have to book it, okay? If you want the luxury version, which is a consultation, okay, where you actually talk to me, not just about your name, but also your birth date and about other names that's all around you. Like, that's a full consultation. That's another package. But anyway, who else we got? Oh, your dad's name was Ronald. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So you should, so because your dad's name was Ronald, it probably got something to do with Ronald. See, this is what I mean. So when I'm doing a consultation, you gave me a great example of the difference between just getting a regular name reading from me, where I just look at your first, middle, and last name. I break it down for you. I send you the recording, versus you actually talking to me, right? If you talk to me in a one-on-one consultation, and then you bring up, oh yeah, well, my dad's name is Ronald. Now we're going to look at your dad's name too, because it's a lesson in that as well, of course. What was your dad trying to tell you, right? Your dad was trying to tell you something by giving you, at the minimum, the first 3 letters of his name, because really it's genetics that's being passed down. It's a story that's being passed down, but it's being passed down through the names. By the way, I'm going to be teaching this at a 3-day event I have coming up September 24th. It's a virtual event, so it's not in person. Okay, it's only $8.88. I like that number, $8.88. For 3 days of you getting a deep, deep, deep understanding of names, how you got your name, how your name is tied to your money, how your name is tied to your purpose, how your name is tied to your I am, how your name is your trust. All of that is going to be covered in those 3 days. So come back to this video when I get off of here. I know this is a pain in the ass, but come back to this video, look in the comments. There will be a link in the comments for you to come to the 3-day event. Okay? But yeah, that's the difference between actually talking to me versus you just getting a name reading. When you talk to me, we do other names. We do the other names that's around you too, because those names are trying to tell you something. All right, what we got here? Sarah, Sour Hour. Is that your real name? Sarah, is that your real name? Because it says sour right there. It literally says Hour Sour. It's telling you. First of all, it says hour twice in there. It says hour in there 2 times. So that name wants you to you got something to learn about the energy of hour, the energy of we. I'm hungry. I should have bought me a snack with me. I can't believe I didn't stop at the store. I'm looking in this bag like, is this some chips or something here? No. So yeah, you got hour. You got hour in your name twice. I'm gonna at least drink some water. Hold on, y'all. It's something sour hour. You got something to learn about hour and sour. Like, it's a lesson around that, like something being bitter. It may be something that you passed down that you got from another life, about you being bitter about hour, like having to share or something like that. Maybe you overshare. If I was doing your name, that's where I would probably go. See, when I'm doing somebody's name, I'm meditating on name. I will literally sit there and just stare at it until I hear something. Because I have clear audience too. So I will just stare at it. I'm meditating on it. And then I will start hearing stuff. Of course, I'm looking at the letters and I'm seeing, right? But sometimes I will just stare at it. So with your name, like I'm thinking that this has something to do with you over giving and being bitter about it. I say that in love. See, this is what I love about name readings. You might say that like, oh, like somebody's making that up, but it's right there. It's up to you to accept it or not. Like, I didn't make that up, that the word sour is in there and sour got to do with being bitter. You see what I'm saying? I didn't make that up, that hour is in there, and hour have to do with sharing. It could be you oversharing, and somehow that's turning into a bitter energy. There would be a lesson there for you to learn about something about sharing, or just, yeah, I don't know how else to say that. I don't know how else to say that. Wayne. You got the same name as Little Wayne. The word alien is in there. Did I talk about this? I should do a video about that. How Little Wayne knows that he's an alien, and alien is actually in his name. He talk about being an alien in his damn music. First of all, everybody an alien, they just don't remember. When I say an alien is like you unique. And that's why everybody's an alien, because you're unique. You're a unique being. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it. So here's how I'm gonna help you see it. I don't know, Wayne, if you still on here. You see how when I look at letters, I'm not looking at letters, I'm looking at symbols. And I will pull them apart and create something completely different. So that W on the front of Wayne is 2 L's. Look at it. There's also 2 V's, which are L's, which are 7s, right? So when you look at Wayne, you will see that those are really 2 L's. So that's how I got alien out of there. That Y is also an I. I just know how to read symbols quickly, right? And so because then I know how to read symbols, and then I read the metaphysical meaning behind the symbol. So what does it mean to be an alien, metaphysically speaking? It means that you're learning that you're unique. This is one of your main lessons. And for you to accept that, like, it's given Aquarius energy. That's what I would say. A lot of times I will see like astrology in people's names. Now I won't see, well, sometimes I will see the actual, like, I will see a planet or an archetype. But because I know astrology, if I see something that is related to an archetype, I will tell you, go look up that archetype in your natal chart, because it's going to help you understand your name. So for you, Aquarius got to do with alien type of energy. Aquarius is just like, they're very unique. They're very unorthodox. Yeah. Remember, y'all, if you want a full name reading, you got to book it. I know some of y'all probably like, well, how do you book it? I will put the link under this video. After I'm done, I'm only going to stay on here for 30 minutes. But when I'm done, I'll put the link underneath the video and you can book it. Minecraft, and he wasn't around in my life like that. So to hear you say focus on the dark because my mom was my light. Oh, both passed away. Oh, wow. So if you say he wasn't around like that, he still left something with you. He left part of his name. Even though he wasn't around like that, he left part of his name with you. Of course, there's more to unpack with that story, but I would have to talk to you. I would have to talk to you, right? You got mom and dad in your name. But mom and dad is not necessarily like physical mom and dad. Mom and dad goes all the way back to the sun and the moon, y'all. Mom and dad goes back to masculine and feminine energy. When the Bible says that we should, what does it say? It says, I'm going to talk about this at the 3-day event. But the Bible says something like that we need to honor the commands of our father and don't forsake the laws of our mother. It's talking about the laws of masculine and feminine energy, not your physical mother and father. If you listen to everything your physical mother and father told you, your ass is in trouble. You are in trouble because Lord knows they don't know what the hell they talking about. We know they don't know what they talking about. Okay. I had got a phone call. I hope this don't throw the sound off. Sometimes you get a phone call, it'll throw the sound off. But anyway, yeah, so that whole mother-father thing, that is really talking about feminine and masculine energy, to honor those laws. To honor those laws. Hey, Renee Richardson. Okay, now Sour Hour, you don't put your whole name up there. If you want your full name done, you have to book a reading, love. You have to book a reading. I only do the first name. I only do the first name. See, here's the thing. When you do the full name, and you can ask anybody, if anybody's on here that already got their name done for me, they can tell you. I've been doing name readings since 2015, 10 years. Right? I have hundreds of reviews. I even have video testimonials on my channel. But what I'm saying is, I take the first, middle, and last name and put it together like a story. I put it together like a story that you wrote, like a letter that you wrote yourself. Think about it. Your name is full of letters, right? If your name is full of letters, then it's a letter that you wrote yourself. Your name is full of what? Characters. Your name is full of characters. And so what is also character? Your personality. That's how I know that your name, well, that's one of the gazillion reasons that I know that your name has a lot to do with what you are supposed to be learning to create and build your character. Okay? At the end of the day, though, it's all about you embodying your role as a creator. That's what everybody's name is telling them to do. Everybody got the same lesson, y'all. People be like, I want to know my purpose. I want to know my purpose. Your purpose is to be God. Your purpose is to be like a God. Which, if you don't like how that feels in your body to say, oh, my purpose is to be like God, then say my purpose is to be a creator. It's the same thing. That's your purpose. To realize that you're a creator. So everybody's name it leads to them understanding that they're a creator. It's just different paths. We all on the same road. Well, we all on the same whatever. We just on different paths. That's all. We all trying to get to the same place. And that same place is you understanding that you are a divine creator. Everything that's happening in your life, you played a role in creating it. I know people hate hearing that. Well, some people do. But that's what it really is. And that's what your name is showing you. Weezy, Life Path 7. Now, there you go. You got that 7. That W on the front of your name is 2 7s right there. It's 2 7s. Definitely. All right. Please tell me Renee. Renee means more than reborn. Of course it does. That's the Google. That's the one when you find when you just Google it. See, I go beyond Google though, Renee. I go beyond Google. I'm looking at letters. I'm looking at the metaphysics. But the thing about being reborn, I will tell you what else I see in it, okay? But the thing about being reborn is that you're here to master that. Like, first of all, you're being reborn all the time. We go through a lot of deaths while we're living. Every time you become another version of yourself, like you're not the same Renee that you was when you was, I don't know how old you are. I'm about to make a number up though. But you're not the same Renee that you was when you was, let's say, 21. You're not the same. I would like to think that you're not. You've already been reborn. That's the thing. That name is not saying reborn like it's a bad thing. It's saying that you're here to master that. Everything that what your name is telling you these things because it's something that you need to master. If you can master going through a death and a rebirth, you can create any fucking thing that you want, including yourself. That's where it starts at. Including yourself. But to give you a little bit more beyond just what you just probably found on Google, your name has air in it too. Well, first of all, it says inner. It says inner. Right? Like it has the same sound and phonetic. If you move the letters around, put that R somewhere on the end. Right? So it says inner. It also says ear. I know it don't have an A in there, but I'm listening to the sound of it. So it says something about your inner ear. That would suggest, Renee, that you may have a gift of using your inner ear, which is called clairaudience. That's the same gift that I have. Is when you can hear things. I don't even know how to fucking explain this shit. Like, it's like you can just hear. You can hear. Especially if you falling asleep or waking up, like when you in that groggy, unconscious state kind of, that's when it come through even stronger. You can hear stuff. I know sometimes I have heard like my damn sister arguing with her husband. My sister ain't nowhere near me. Why am I hearing this? It's not as clear as it used to be. Mine is not as clear as it used to be, and I think I know why. I started having sex. And during the time I was celibate for a long time. And when you go celibate, you can start waking up spiritual gifts. But anyway, yeah, that name say something about your inner ear. So it's about you learning how to use that. Even if it's not a gift of clairaudience, it's about you learning how to use your inner ear, not just what you hear outside of you. It's like it's being able to hear like that tiny voice that is what people call your intuition. So that's mastering your ears, mastering your inner ear, Renee. So your name would be saying, because yes, your name got to do with you being reborn. It would be telling you, because I've done that name Renee a gazillion times. It would be telling you that if you learn how to master your inner ear, that is part of how you successfully reborn yourself while you're living. You rebirth yourself while you're living. Let me lock these damn doors. People walking by looking crazy. It's still raining. Sheesh. Okay, who else we got? Hey, Letitia. Letitia, your name got light in it. L-I-T-E. Light. That could mean, light means a few things, okay? I would have to see your whole name to really get more context of what you really should be focused on. But just off the top of my head, light is, of course, it's about the light that you create off of you, your aura. It's basically saying that, like, you're learning how to, first of all, you're learning what light is. Everything that's in your name, you're learning what it is. You're learning what is it. Some people may have the word die in their name. Hold on, Letitia, I'm going to come back to you for 1 second. Because somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos, not my YouTube, one of my TikTok videos, and she was like, well, my name is Diana, so does that mean I'm supposed to learn how to die? Yes. Yes. You're supposed to master that shit. Master death so that you can master living. Does that make sense? Damn, I'm good. Master dying so that you can master living. A lot of people stay stuck in a cycle of bullshit because they are afraid of death. And I'm not talking about physical death. I'm talking about letting the old version of you die. Changing your habits, changing your decisions, changing your actions. That's how you switch timelines as well. But anyway, Letitia, your name has to do with you learning about light. Learning how to be light. Learning how to be light as a feather. Not anchored down so much to the 3D realm where you are, put it like this, when you heavy and your feet is firmly on the ground. No, first of all, you need both. You need to learn how to master both. Not just you, we all do. We are mastering how do we be in the world but not of it. Thank you, Spirit. There you go. Woo! When you learn how to be light, that's a scripture, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. Be in the world, but not of the world. That's how you master being light. Meaning that you're in the 3D world. You locked into this shit, okay? Money look like it's real. Even the concept of you dying seem like it's real when you really can't die. You just come out of the body. All that shit feel real though, right? That's when you in the world. But when you know that you're not of it, now you light. You're above that shit. So you making decisions without being afraid of falling, of being afraid of failure, being afraid of shit that's not even going to do anything to you. That's when you light. That's when you light. I just saw Michael Jackson. In my head, I just saw Michael Jackson. Like, I saw Michael Jackson moonwalking. That's what I saw. That was like, I guess Spirit was trying to show me, here go an example of being light. Like, not Michael Jackson himself, but him being able to, like, make it look like he gliding across, like he not really locked into the damn 3D. He here, but he know how to, like, glide as if he not locked in. Does that make sense to y'all? Do I sound like a crazy lady? That's how I'll be doing name readings. When I'm looking at somebody's name and I'm processing it, I will get flashes of things. So I saw Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk. That's what it really mean to be light. Like, you on the ground, but you ain't locked into this shit. You like gliding. But that's what you learning about being light. Don't lock yourself. Don't get fooled by the illusion. Because really, your body is heavy, but you're light. If that makes sense. When you learn how to master that, master how to be light, now you can create whatever you want. Same thing I told Renee. When you master learning how to be reborn, now you can create whatever you want. Just like I told Wayne. When you master being an alien and not being afraid to be unique and not being afraid to stand out, and now you can create whatever you want. These are the things that you have to master. That's what your name is telling you. These are the things that you have to master in order for you to be able to create what you want. You're mastering being a creator. That's what you're doing. And your name is telling you, master this part of being a creator. Master that part of being a creator. Master this part. You see what I'm saying? Okay, y'all. I got about 1 more minute left. This is a reminder, 2 reminders that I have an event coming up, a 3-day event called the Divine Identity Portal. If you really like this concept of you not just knowing what your name means, but actually living in it. See, I live in my name. What I mean is that my name literally means to do well as a speaker of hidden words and hidden names. This is not no side thing for me. This is what I do for a living all day. Right? Is help people understand language. I'm a speaker and a teacher of that. So I live inside my name. So when I'm saying to you that you are not only here to know the meaning of your name. You're here to master it so that you can live in it. That's what the 3-day event is going to help you understand how to do. Okay? I'll put the link below this when I get off here. And then if you want a full name reading, first, middle, and last name, you have to book it. I will also put the link below for that. Letitia said, I'm a creator and I am source. 100%. 100%. You have to lock into that concept. When you really lock into these concepts that I'm giving y'all, you will no longer be afraid to jump. You will no longer be afraid to take a leap. You will no longer be afraid. I don't want to tell everybody they need to go run around and quit their job like I did, because that's what I did. Right? I ain't clocked in nowhere since 2018. I ain't saying that is easy. You gotta stay in the identity. That's also what the Divine Identity Portal is. The 3-day event that I'm gonna teach y'all about the concept of identity. That is how you don't fail. Like, if you, this is the last thing I'm gonna say that I'm gonna get off here, because we had 31 minutes and I said I was gonna do 30 minutes. And it rained this whole time. Wow. It rained this whole time. But see, a lot of times people think that they are afraid that their business is going to fail. They are afraid that their relationship is going to fail. They are afraid that what am I trying to say? Like money failure, which is like inconsistent money, right? Money failure. None of those things really fail. What really fails is the identity that you are trying to be in. If the identity is wobbly, then the manifested experience of that identity is going to be wobbly. So if one day you feeling like, yeah, I'm a goddess, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a millionaire, I'm a blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you're feeling like that, I ain't say you saying it, because you can say it and not feel it. Embodiment is when you feel it in your body. I'm giving y'all a taste of what I'm going to be talking about at this 3-day event. But if one day, and not even the day, because you could go, your emotions go up and down so much, right? During the day, you woke up feeling like, yeah, I got this shit. And by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you on the floor crying somewhere. That means your identity is wobbly. When your identity is wobbly, that is what real failure is, because you didn't lock yourself into the identity. Oprah is Oprah because Oprah knows that she's Oprah. Beyonce is Beyonce because Beyonce knows she's fucking Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? Once you lock into the identity, that is when the manifestation stays. Now it's no longer, oh, let me do this manifestation ritual. Let me do this vision board. Nothing wrong with those things, but I'm saying you will have to keep doing them, because you're not in it. You're not the identity. If you was the identity, you wouldn't have to keep doing it, if that makes sense. Okay? Let me get off here, y'all. Real quick, I'm just making sure ain't nobody got no questions about the reading. I'm not on Instagram, Minecraft. My main platform is TikTok, y'all. I'm on TikTok under Your Favorite Metaphysician. But yeah. I appreciate that. You can find me on TikTok under Your Favorite Metaphysician. Does it matter that my name was changed when I was still a baby? Yes, that does matter. We need to know what your original name was, Letitia. That's the beginning of the story, okay? That's the true beginning of the story. Your original name. Okay, Renee, she says she will get the package. All right. Are there a significant in hyphenated names? Every single symbol that's in your name has a meaning, even the hyphen. I did somebody named yesterday, her name had an apostrophe in it. Yeah, because I'm looking at symbols. They're letters. Letters are symbols. So if you got a hyphen in your name, yeah, the hyphen even means something, and I will interpret that. The apostrophe means something, and I will interpret that. The little accent thing that you got, it's a symbol, so it means something, and I will interpret that as well. Okay? Thank y'all for being here with me. I'm going to go get me a snack. And I got to take my ass home. All right? Bye-bye.